Hi, and welcome to another episode of Zoom Zoom Toys. Today we'll be doing a K-Day box unboxing. So this is the second K-Day of 2014, and it is a Q case. That's a 2014 Q case, but I believe we do have some... No, we don't. We do have some first-to-market cars in there, but no 2015. That will be the November K-Day when we actually see some 2015 cars. But sorry, the box is upside down. That's how I got the box. It was already open. Someone didn't do a good job at taping it. Luckily all the cars in there, not too many of them fell out, but here goes. Let's start the unboxing. Right, so first up, let's see what we have here. So I've got two green 83 Chevy Silverados. Nice casting. Came out earlier in the year. This was also a super, a red one. Looks like I've got something inside the blister, something black. Not sure what that is. I hope it's just some sort of metal piece or something. But there you go. And these are color exclusives for K-Day. Next up, two Lotus Evora GT4s. And again, I believe this is also a K-Day color exclusive in orange. And if I remember correctly, this has been out in white, blue, and green. And one of them, I think, was a mystery model from 2 years back. Next up, let's see. Next up, 71 Dodge Challenger. This was out in yellow earlier in the year, and this is, again, a color exclusive. So, first 6 that were out of the box are the color exclusives. Next up, it's a 2015 Ford Mustang GT. Interestingly, they don't do that usually for North American muscle cars, but it does have headlight and tail tempo, so they gave it some special treatment. And it's a nice looking car. I'm not a Mustang guy, but I'll say that that's a pretty nice looking car. Then we have the 86 Monte Carlo SS. And this is, I believe, a first to market. And first to market basically means that, you know, K-Day, they try to get these K-Day cases out before any other store gets them. Next up is the Aston Martin 1963 DB5 in red. And again, if you remember, this was out in green in the A case, and it came out in silver, which was the Bond car, and now in red. And it's a pretty nice looking red. There's a lot of dust on these cars, but... And there's nothing special about this. It is a Q case car, so you should be able to pick it up at some other store if not at K-Day. I'm sort of trying to hurry through these because I think my battery's about to run out. Next up is Berserk. Again, this, I believe it came out in the P case as well, unless it was a different color variation. But it's pretty neat. You know, you roll the car and the buzzsaw moves, so kids might be interested in that. My son might actually be interested in that. Next up, the Cloak and Dagger. Pretty difficult to miss this one. It is the treasure hunt, the regular treasure hunt. And you can see the writing at the bottom of the symbol there. I did not know about this casting, and honestly, it's the first time I've seen it since I've been collecting. But you can actually take off the plastic cover, and there's a car underneath, and hence the name Cloak and Dagger. Interesting car. I think my son would like that as well. Next up, it's the Batmobile. This is from the original Michael Keaton 92 Batman movie. Very nice. Especially after what they did to it last year, where they made it all plastic. I believe it's still all plastic, or the base. Actually, the base does look metal, so it might be metal on plastic, but they give it those red pinstripes, which makes it look really nice. So 92 Batmobile. Next. Yeah, hi. So my camera ran out of memory, so I just emptied, made some space on there. But going on, the Bone Shaker again. This was out in the P case, so if you don't have it, you can get it at K-Day. And this is a recolor from earlier in the year. It was in red. And I think I missed this one, the Impavido one. And again, it's a P case car, and you see this many times before. 2014 Corvette Stingray in red, in blue. Again, this is a PK's car, And surprisingly, for a muscle car, they do put the tail lights and the headlights on it. So overall, I like this casting. I think it's a much improved version of the previous Corvettes, but I don't like the color. I'm not sure why someone chose a flat blue for this car. Doesn't look very sporty, honestly. Next up, it's the 67 Chevelle SS. The color is really nice on this. It's like this mauve purple color. I don't think it might be showing up that well on the camera. Hopefully it is. But if you remember correctly, this came out, it was either M case, N case. It was in yellow. So this is a recolor for this year. Then we have the Lamborghini Estoque. Again, a recolor. Came out in red, crimson red earlier in the year. And now it's out in silver. And it's been out in many other colors as well. I think white, yellow, and I believe the other one's like midnight blue or something. So again, I'm not really sure. This was from I think 2011 is when they first started bringing that car out. Next up, it's the Torque Twister, and this is part of the football series. And I believe during the World Cup, this was like under the Argentinian colored theme, so it's blue and white. So I'm not sure what the orange and white is. This the Dutch car now, or is it still the Argentinian car? I'm not really sure, nor does it specify that anywhere. So we just assumed it was the Argentinian car because it was blue and white. And well, I guess if you have any information on that, please leave some comments. Next up is the Fiat 500. Again, something we've seen it before. It was either M case, and there seems to be something else in that car as well. I seem to be getting a lot of extras in my blisters this time around. But again, it's a nice casting. If you like the car, it's a nice car. Not for us big guys, we won't fit in there. Or tall guys like me. Lamborghini Veneno in orange. Yeah. Not a big fan of the car or the casting. Although I do like my Lambos and my Ferraris. But this car, it's just too much going on. They should have stopped designing this. So it looks like today nothing wants to cooperate with me. It's been a long day. And now the battery has run out on my camera, so I have to use my telephone to make this video, the rest of it. Hence you're probably seeing a difference in the picture quality. But 69 Corvette, there's two of these, and this is the last color variation for K-Day, the second K-Day of 2014, 69 Corvette. And again, this came out in purple earlier in the year, and it was the Super. So I like my Corvettes. I'm not sure I like that color too much. It's okay. It's better than the other one, the flat blue. 24/7, nice casting. I like this casting. I wish I had collected it before, but I did get the earlier one, the dark blue race theme car, and then this was out also as a color changer. So if you missed it as a color changer, do get it. Next up, it's the two-timer. I honestly, I have no idea what that casting is. Then we have the Night Dragon. Again, kiddies might like that. Not sure if it's a dragon, more of a snake or whatever, but that's a Night Dragon. Next up is the Copo Camaro, 68 Copo Camaro in red. I believe this was either, I think it was out in P case, and then you had the white one in M and N case. So it's been out before in several different colors, but it's a fan favorite, being a Camaro and a 68. Then we have the Harley Davidson Fat Boy. This is a P case, and again, this was a P case Super, so if you were lucky enough to get one of those, I haven't found one yet. Hopefully I'll find one soon. Yeah, Harley Davidson Fat Boy. It's pretty nice, actually. Again, it's been out, I think it's 2012. It came out in yellow. Next up, the Ground FX. P case car. Very nice. It's pretty heavy, actually. The base is plastic, see-through plastic, and the top is all metal, so it's all Z-Mac. And you can imagine how heavy this thing is. I can't wait to try this out on the track. I actually bought one from the P case for my son to try it on the track. I believe it's going to be a good track car. A bit heavy, the boosters might not like it, but still, it should go through the track pretty nice. 74 Mustang Mach 1. Again, it's been out before several times. It's been out in red. It's got metal spoiler where it used to be plastic before. Interesting enough, there have been some variations in the previous, I think it was the M case release, that did not have a spoiler on it, and they had no indication that they ever had a spoiler on it. So next up, it's the RX-7, Mazda RX-7. This was a treasure hunt last year, if you remember, in silver, and I believe it was the P case treasure hunt. So it's now out again in the Q case for 2014 as a yellow variation, and this one doesn't have a roll cage. Or although I remember last year there was a lot of brouhaha over the roll cage in the regular version, which was in a burgundy red. Next up is the Screamliner. Again, this is a new casting for 2014. I'm not a big fan of it. Don't care for it. That big shark fin at the back or whatever it is just makes the casting a bit odd. I wish they would have kept it without that. I think it would have looked pretty nice then. It looks more of like a Spartan helmet than anything else. Next up, it's the 71 Datsun Bluebird 510 wagon. And again, if you follow your Hot Wheels, you know this is the Q case Super. But not this one, obviously. This is the regular version. But even the regular version, you can't even find this on the pegs because right now they're pretty hot. Not sure why. I guess a lot of people like these wagons. It's nice, but I think the other Datsuns are better. I was looking forward to this one, the Porsche 934 Turbo RSR. Very nice. Really nice casting. I'm glad that they finally brought this out. I just wish the spoiler they would have made it black or something like that. I'm not sure if what year this would be exactly from, but you know, for the longest time the spoilers used to be black, or I guess they would match the colors as well. But really nice car. I can't wait to customize this. Next up, it's the Project Speeder. Again, I believe this was out in the P case, and it was out in the earlier case as well as in an orange color. It's alright looking casting. Next up, Twin Mill 2, and this is from the Then and Now series. So if you are fortunate enough to find the color exclusive variation at Toys R Us, this is the next gen of that car. So you can see now Then and Now. I actually like the Twin Mill 3. I wonder what the 2 was, but yeah, so I actually like this version. I think the original version is just so. Next up is the Scuba de Fuego. Came out in white before. Again, it's part of the soccer series, and interestingly enough, it was supposed to represent the Mexican team, and I think it still does represent the Mexican team because the colors are the same but just in inverse. So yeah, unlike that orange car, I've never seen Argentina wear orange. I could be mistaken. Football clubs keep changing their jerseys, but there's not a hint of orange on the Argentinian flag, so I have no idea what country that car is supposed to belong to, or represent. So anyways, Scuba de Fuego, and that brings us to the end of the unboxing. Unfortunately, no Super, and as has been the trend for the past couple of K-days now when I've bought cases online. Never found a single Super in them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and if you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up is always appreciated. Thank you.